I want to talk about inflation. Not the fun kind of inflation. You're going to have a party and you're going to inflate a whole bunch of balloons to make it look cool. No, I want to talk about inflation, a seemingly invisible force that has influence over everyone, one way or the other. A force that causes a decline of the purchasing power of your money. Inflation. The problem is, as your purchasing power goes down, that means the cost of goods goes up, which means the same amount of money will get you less of whatever product that you were trying to buy. And of course, it's reflected as an increase of an average price going up. Now, the rise in the general level of prices, they often express that as a percentage. Now, inflation is a rate at which the value of currency is falling, consistent with the general level of prices for goods and services, which is, of course, rising. The most commonly used inflation indexes are the Consumer Price Index. You've all probably heard of a Consumer Price Index, but exactly how much attention you paid to it, I don't know. But it's now something you should definitely pay attention to. Inflation is a unique animal. For some, it's cool. For others, it's bad news. Now, those people that have a bit of money and they have tangible assets, like property or stock commodities, they like to see some inflation as it raises the value of their assets. Now, people who are holding cash, they may not like inflation so much because it takes away from the value of what they've been holding. Now, inflation affects commodities like food, grains, metals, fuels, utilities, electricity, transportation, healthcare, entertainment, labor, and inflation affects all of those. And what you need to remember is that as the currency loses value, prices rise. It buys fewer goods and fewer services. Now, the loss of purchasing power impacts the general cost of living for the common public, so you and me. And inflation leads to a decrease or a deceleration in economic growth. Because of inflation, an increase in the supply of money. You know how, of course, our president is causing inflation. Notice all of his programs, he dreams up trillion-dollar programs, multi-trillion-dollar programs that we really don't have the money to pay for. But they'll just get them to write some money that we didn't have before. Hence, inflation grows. So they affect the money supply by printing and giving away more money. It legally devalues what's out there, reduces the value of the legal tender. So when you hear them casually talk about inflation, and you hear a percentage of inflation of our fine President Biden's regime going, as the number gets higher, realize that you're losing more money. You have less purchasing power. And that seemingly harmless thing called inflation actually isn't quite so harmless. So when you're watching the news out there, pay a little attention to the inflation rate. See what's coming. I don't think it's going to be very good. Just my thought. Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, share. Feel free to leave a comment. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.